What's up, honeys? It's KingBritneyChanel and I'm back with another video. So apparently it's as versus the internet, because some people on the internet are saying that Asri is clout chasing off of K with this whole situation. Before we get started, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any content on this channel. I hope y'all enjoy my commentary. Now let's get to it. Y'all, I kind of felt in my spirit that this was gonna happen. And I've been saying it on this channel. Y'all, you know, my honeys, my supporters who watch me, y'all know I have said this, that with Asri's, you know, her, you know, changing her narrative and flip-flopping sides and doing all this, you know, interviews and trying to put out music and stuff like that, I knew that people on the internet were eventually going to begin to start saying this. I mean, they were, you know, K supporters, honey, they were saying, you know, some bugged out stuff from day one. But I'm talking about, it was a certain point where even people that weren't necessarily supporters of K, they started side-eyeing activity that Asri was doing after she came out of the whole situation with K, right? So intouchweekly.com, and as I said, anything that I'm reading, people can go and look at this yourself to see what has transpired, because apparently some people thought I was talking about Drea being a no-show. We've already addressed that in another video, that Steve was talking about Drea and that whole divorce gathering situation that happened with that. K and the judgment that was granted had nothing to do with that. That's a whole separate situation that he has going on with the Heather lady. Okay, so I had to clarify that. Now I am on intouchweekly.com, and basically it says Asri, you know, shut down K supporters who, or you know, people on the internet that claim she's using K's clout. People want to know the truth. Now this is the bad side of using trauma to start a career or to jumpstart something. And I believe that this young lady, I feel like she's beautiful, she's talented, she had all of the potential in the world, but the mistake here was the naivete of her parents, and you know, them thinking that somebody like a K was going to be the jump start to her career. Like, I feel like if they was going to do it, they should have just went another route. But you know, we're here, it is what it is. You know, people, they live and they learn, right? So you could see that from the stuff that she says, you know, you're not great until you make someone else great, and all of this stuff that she was doing, like you know, the whole Precedence series that came out. Then it was just, you know, the odd stuff that was going on, and it was just, people was like, they just, you know, was praying for her and they wanted her to go get healing, because in this moment is not necessarily a time with the magnitude of everything that's going on to try to jumpstart a career. A lot of people that be in situations like this, you know, they go to therapy, and then eventually if they want to do other things, and then especially if the top people in the industry is sitting there saying that they're really not trying to work with, you know, some of these folks. Like, you had Oprah homegirl Gail say, you know, that she, you know, is hoping that she take the first steps. And the TMZ person is like, well, what do you feel like the first steps are? And she was like, you know, and basically she was saying that she wasn't surprised that Asri, being as young as she is, that she kind of changed the story. Like, we all seen what happened when she first went on Gail, and then after, you know, she said that she lied to Gail, the whole flip-flopping of the thing. So it caused a lot of people to look at the story as you kind of with the side eye, like you know, it was like a cloud of mistrust there. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't stable or solid, the story. You feel what I'm saying? So, and also you had Wendy saying, Wendy Williams, when it was reports that, oh, they was trying to get modeling careers or whatever. I don't know if y'all remember that it was reports, and Wendy was like, ain't nobody's gonna touch them. You feel what I'm saying, with this whole K situation. So I feel like a lot of these people, and I'm not just talking about, you know, Asri, I feel like a lot of these people felt like this K situation was going to, you know, jumpstart things for them, because you hear people mentioning, oh, I'm on Hollywood Boulevard, but I can't afford a sandwich and all this other stuff, or I appeared in this series. K, I mean, let's be honest. We wouldn't be talking about half of these people if it wasn't for K. I'm not trying to be funny or whatever. K is the celebrity here. K is the person who he's written, you know, popular songs, gained the notoriety and stuff. So I don't really feel like it's wrong to say. I mean, you do have people trying to bandwagon or to create or to use this situation to be the jump start to something else. You feel me? And had it not been for the connection 4K, like I said, we would not be discussing a lot of these people. So I don't think it's wrong to say that. Now, to try to make it seem, this young woman is very talented, and I'm sure that, you know, she has a bright future ahead of her if she gets herself from underneath this K shadow, though. Because in this current time right now, K's name is not good right now, right? So therefore, anything in affiliation, they're not messing with it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's best to remove yourself from that and try to make your own name. You know, buzz and be great off of that. Because just being the ex-girlfriend of K and the association with that, you see a lot of these people. Do you see a lot of these people with offering them stuff and picking up the phone to call a lot of these people? You feel what I'm saying? So if they're not rocking with him right now, then what make you think the association with him is going to garner anything? You feel what I'm saying? They're not dealing with him right now. He's not, I mean, they could, after all of this is said and done, they could decide to, you know, lift the cloud off that they got on his name off and decide to make stuff happen. But right now, I feel like they doing what they do, what they're doing, and they're making an example, because he just, you know, he shed a light on too much stuff that they got going on, and you know they can't have that. And then too, you got, like I said before, the people sitting there talking about they gonna tell it all. You know, it's an industry full of secrets. They don't want people telling it all. If they associating with you, bringing down one of, you know, R&B superstars, what make you think they're gonna, you know, pull out the red carpet and walk you right on in? Like, you gotta think about that sort of stuff going on. So also, this is what they're saying, y'all. Now, this was written by Sam Silverman, and this was posted February 27th at 12:48 p.m. Okay, and this is what they're saying. She's not riding on anyone's coattails. And it says, as Reed took to Instagram to shut down a person who claims, you know, that she's using K's, you know, infamy to jumpstart her music career. And it says the 22-year-old set the record straight on Wednesday, February the 26th. She didn't want to sing, and this is what the person said. She didn't want to sing according to the series, but now all of a sudden she wants clout again. And this is what they said. The hater wrote under a photo of Asri in the studio. See, I don't like this culture that we have when people is telling the truth and they want to call people haters. You feel what I'm saying? With K's reputation that he had, right, prior to Asri getting with him or whatever, or the parents letting her go off, you feel me? He already had a reputation, folks. 2008. Aaliyah, all this stuff that was going on. So the fact that he was chosen, which probably because a lot of the naivete is, if I get or associate with this person, it's going to jumpstart my career. And her own dad has said that he paid K, or he wanted K to do a song with her on an album. And apparently it didn't go as planned because he ended up just, as her dad said before, treating her like a little fine piece, I'ma say. That's the polite way of saying it. And nothing came of it. She said it herself in the precedence when she was talking about, Joy may not have as many blessings as me. Go back to that clip, that same clip. She's talking about she left up out of there in a relationship with nothing, which means that you expected to get into the relationship to gain something from it. So calling this person a hater for just speaking facts. Now listen, I don't think that this one moment in her young life defines her life, because I feel like she could go on and the Most High God, could have a, most likely has a plan for this whole situation, right? And she could go off and do other things outside of this negative situation. But to me, it's just straight toxicity to want to capitalize off of this negative situation. You feel what I'm saying? And it's clear because it was like, okay, prior to the dude, she could have came from over there a long time ago. But you did all these waterworks and all this stuff on Gail the first time, and then you came on up out of there. And I'm telling I'm gonna be an advocate and tell my story. At that point, it's like the people already was side-eyeing the situation because it changed so many times. And then it was like, did you talk to your parents? Did you talk to the parents? Because in the precedence you saying this, and then on another note you saying that. So to call this, I don't think this person is I feel like, they didn't have to go over there and really say what they said to her, because if she minding her business, she has the right to do music. You feel what I'm saying? That's her personal business if she's doing that. Now, it could be perceived like you trying to capitalize off the situation currently because of how soon it is. So it's all about it's not what you do, it's how you do it. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it is. So then it says, the person said, I don't understand how you're confused, because if you were following along, then you wouldn't be confused. And I guess that's as read. That's what she was saying, clapping back to the person. So the person said she didn't want to sing according to the series. Now all of a sudden she wants Clout again. And then she says, I don't understand how you're confused, because if you're following along, then you wouldn't be confused. The reason why, beloved, people are confused is like, the people have said, every time you turn around, it's a different narrative going on. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why I said social media, all that talking, people gonna use everything you say. Every post that you post, they comparing it with a post that you said. And that's what I was saying was the issue before with her dad and her, is just the talkativeness and the writing stuff. Because, honey, people will go right in that social media, whatever you said, and they'll go in your stuff, looking through your stuff to see what you said, and then you'll be right. As soon as you decide that you're going to try to put something on Front Street, or you talkative, or you doing this, that, and the third, and doing a lot, people go right in that social media. Everything you do or say can and will. So the person is saying that they're confused because the story kept shifting, right? It kept shifting. And it's like 1 minute, it's this fabulous life and this girlfriend, right? Because it's posts about that she had also. The next minute, you a Vic. The next minute, those women were unfortunate and had to go through that. But thankfully, I didn't have to experience that. So it's like the story in the flip-floppy type of stuff is why people are saying that they're confused. I don't think that that's shade. I think it's just, that's what it appears to be. That's the perception. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I think that people want to support her, but it's just the snarkiness and the different stuff that goes on is why a lot more people are not necessarily rallying behind her like they would be if it appeared to be more genuine. You feel what I'm saying? And then she went on to shed light on her her relationship with Kay. And then she says, I lied for Kay because that's what he told me to say. I went 5 years without singing because it would mess up his creativity, which is why he never allowed me to sing. So that's what, she's saying, which honestly, I think she shouldn't even be clapping back to these people on the internet, because like I said, the more and more that you say, the more and more these people just want to compare what you're saying. And it's just making it look more, when you start giving dates, times, and places, they going to see if the story is lining up to what you're saying. You feel what I'm saying? And even though, because I personally feel like her being a young woman, getting with somebody that was on Kay's type of time, I believe that from how she's currently acting and different stuff, I believe when she say it was some stuff going on. You feel me? Because of how she portrays herself in the lustful type of way and different stuff like that. I personally believe it, because to me it seemed like that comes from different entities, like lust and promiscuous behavior that comes from different spiritual entities like that. So if he had them, in there doing different stuff, those spirits, you got to get delivered from that. It's all kind of spiritual spouse and spirits and stuff that be on that type of time when it comes to that sort of stuff. So that's, it's gonna take some time, and you just got to be still so that you could hear from, like I said, the Most High God, so he could order your steps and he could renew you on the inside. Because if you not healed, there's no way that you could advocate for other people, because that's like you not healed and you spreading that amongst other people. You feel what I'm saying? That's why people that preach and they be in certain situations that cause for deliverance, you notice that they get sat down, because you can, influence people with that. Like, and you heal, you're not healed, and you sitting there talking about you're gonna advocate for something. That's not gonna work. So this is what she said also during her clapback. I'm not using him as a platform. People want to know the truth. And if he can't be a man and say, yes, I did this to women, of course I'm paraphrasing y'all, and much more, than I will. And you must be a fan of Hallie. But sorry to burst your bubble, baby, but she too has done interviews saying how she experienced, things from Kay on more than one occasion. Sorry, baby, come again. The reason why, a lot of this stuff is, I say, from how things was portrayed via, her dad and herself. This is why people are projecting these feelings. You feel what I'm saying? These feelings that people are feeling are not just coming up out of thin air, and then it's just like the shade that was thrown to the other lady. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe she's saying things, maybe y'all know, I don't know. But it seems, once again, it's like, it's still, number one, some cattiness there, like some competitiveness between the women, maybe. You feel what I'm saying? Because even with the whole situation with Joy at the condo, it was seeming like it was some competitiveness there. Like, y'all know how I feel about that. If you don't know, go back to the video where I break down my feelings, and I'll probably link it on this video how I felt about that. It's definitely needs some to be some healing taking place. Now, it also says, would you rather be, and I'm gonna say, would you rather have somebody put the pause on you, or go 5 years with getting a pause put on you for singing or humming too loud and being left in a room until you admit you were wrong for singing too loud? You learn to shut up because going through the motions is better than, you being, I guess, injured. Don't do me, man. I've been through enough, and you'll never grow trying to be ignorant. Don't ask me something you know the question to. Don't be stupid all your life, baby. So, again, you cannot be mad at what you have put out on social media, and it's caused people to have a mistrust, or to not trust you all the way. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I do believe that she has been through some things. I believe that she has been through some things maybe prior to the K situation, like via from what her parents said, about her and the boyfriend and all that other stuff that was going on with that prior. And I think that is what we're seeing when we read a lot of these posts. Now, the person, to me, didn't have to go on her page, and if she's minding her business, enjoying herself at the studio, but again, it's like I don't really fault the person for asking the question because of what has been portrayed. You feel me? But to go on the person's page, that is when things get a little, like, okay, chill. But asking the question, I don't think that's wrong for asking the question, especially if people, parents have wanted to get the public involved to bring attention and awareness to the situation in the first place. So the public asking questions and giving their opinion on something, that comes with the territory. You feel me? I just think it's, like I said, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And obviously, like this young lady, she has been through a lot, which whatever it is that she has been through a lot. So people just need to keep that in mind also. Like, me seeing the flip-floppiness, it's just, it lends to a person's stability. You feel what I'm saying? And it might be something, some things that gotta be worked out. You feel what I'm saying? But a person has to do that, in their own time. You feel me? People can't push the issue, or you can't go on nobody's page doing the most. You feel what I'm saying? So if she was minding her business and, living her life doing music, and that's something that she was gifted, a gift that she was gifted with, that's her personal business. You feel what I'm saying? Now, it would be different if she was trying to, tour and do all this stuff and the rest of that, and I could see people side-eyeing the situation, but her minding her business on her own page, that is you doing too much coming to somebody's page. Now, I will say that. Now, if you have those personal feelings to where, let's say she did an interview and you had personal feelings to that, or something that she said, then that's one thing. But a person putting a picture up and you come in trying to disrupt their thing with all their page with all that, you know what you're doing. Now, it says the songstress has become increasingly vocal about her relationship with Kay since moving out of his home in December 2019. She's on a mission to speak her truth and to grow as an artist, and she recently opened up about the pain she has experienced and how she won't let anything stand in the way of her success. What are y'all's thoughts on this? Do y'all personally feel like she's clout chasing off this situation? Me personally, I kind of feel like anybody that got in association with Kay looking for him to jumpstart a career, you were looking for something. You feel what I'm saying? He is the celebrity in the situation. and you, by association, you become associated with a public figure. You become a public figure because people are interested in knowing who you are because they're interested in the person. You feel what I'm saying? Especially knowing that he had a reputation prior to all of this. It wasn't, none of this was a secret about, the 2008 situation. It was jokes being made by Dave Chappelle, on Boondocks. I mean, literally, people had, made parody songs and all kind of stuff about K before. So, and then the whole Aaliyah situation, like I said. So, wanting to reach out to a person, it's like you looking at this person, like, if I get associated with this person, this is going to jumpstart my career because he has written for other celebrity and famous people. Because if that's her dream, it's nothing wrong with her having a dream, but it's just the honesty part about it. And then when she came out and was on The President, she said that she had a dream about Kay, and you're not great until you make someone else great. That's what she was telling him in the dream. And she talked about how she walked away with nothing. So that was a goal and a goal and a dream. There's nothing wrong with her wanting to be, a singer and to have wanted that. But the honesty part comes in when apparently through whatever type of naivete through the parents, they probably was looking at it like anybody else would. If he write her a song, she gonna be a star. Like, you hear her dad, call her a star all the time. He believes in her dream and different stuff like that. So it's just being honest. Like, Kay is the only celebrity here, and he's the reason why we're all sitting here talking about this. You feel what I'm saying? These other people who have came into the spotlight due to this unfortunate situation, they became public figures through association with Kay. You feel what I'm saying? But they're not necessarily public figures, I would say, on their own. Like, because celebrities are people who have put in, some type of, they came out with a popular song. They were starred in a popular film, or they have put in the catalog or the work to get to a certain notoriety or certain status. Or like how they do it in the industry, they select people, put them on, and then they become celebrities. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just being honest with the situation. I think the young lady is beautiful, talented. I feel like if she moves herself out of the shadow, or separates herself from the connection over time, I feel like she can build her name, and then people will stop saying this. But I feel like people are only saying this now because of different things that took place right after she came out of the situation also. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was series coming out, it was the whole situation with her and Joy at that condo, it was choreography and all kind of stuff that was going on. So people have natural questions. It's not, to me, being a hater asking questions. Now, was it shady for them to have came to her page? Probably so. If she's minding her business and, doing something that she loves to do, because if she was gifted with that, that's a gift from the Most High God. So music obviously was a gift to her, and you have to, put yourself in her shoes. If you feel like that is the gift that you was given, and that's been something that you wanted your whole life, and you want it so badly, and it just, you got with the person that was the hottest in R&B, and it slipped through your grasp, that you have to, I feel like people should kind of take it easy on the girl. You feel what I'm saying? Because, if we're honestly speaking, they ain't making no more real R&B anymore. And she has a real R&B sound. Her voice is beautiful. They not making no R&B no more. Talented people, you ain't really seen none, in a long time. You feel what I'm saying? In a long time, okay? they want entertainers to promote what they are choosing to promote. The industry in the music game is not the same way that it was when your parents was coming up. You feel what I'm saying? And so, and also y'all know they be hand picking these folks. They hand pick. Normani is already, you know, the nice brown skin looking girl, Normani. They got her in the game in that spot. They prepping her. You feel what I'm saying? No association to this K situation. They prepping it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a lot to. It's a lot to take in. Like this woman was young when she met K. That took like a little piece. It doesn't define her. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't no telling what she could become from under the shadow of K. You feel what I'm saying? But I think that distancing herself from the association with K will take her further than to try to use this negative, unfortunate moment to jumpstart a career. You feel me? And it's probably because maybe whoever is around her is not necessarily like PR or media savvy to where they're not looking at the big picture. You feel what I'm saying? He is done right now. So his name ain't even good in the hood right now. So let's say time go by, people don't hear from her. You know, people always root for the people, you know, that's not mainstream. They always root for them, right? So take some time. That's PR wise, it would look so good if she went, got therapy, took some time where people kind of put K on the back burner and then, you know, hit them with some music. You feel what I'm saying? But now, because his name is not good, nobody is kind of, you know, feeling him right now. And anything in association, people are not feeling it right now. I don't know, you know, that's just how it is. I'm not, you know, that's what they doing right now. So I think that she has all the potential in the world. I feel like people need to kind of, you know, take it easy. She is young, and this situation is an unfortunate situation. Like, I think even if a person was, you know, a straight up adult in this situation, it would be like, wow. So I think people, you know, just, you know, be easy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people gotta come for the girl every 5 minutes and stuff like that. I don't feel like that's cool. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this. I hope y'all enjoyed my commentary on this. Definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all soon on the next video. Hey honeys, thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.